Welcome to the cockpit. My name's Ryan and I'll be your pilot tonight. Boys and girls, today started off horrible. It still wasn't great. Look, we're still missing AVT. We're missing Breece Hall for the year. These guys coming back next season. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. James Robinson, Jacksonville's running back, coming to town. The cat is just 24 years old. The Jets send over a 6th round pick, could be as high as a 5th round pick if everything goes well for the New York Jets. Last year, Robinson's stats. Well, let's go the last 3 years. He's been in the league since 2020. He had 1,070 yards and 7 touchdowns his rookie year, averaged 4.5 yards per attempt. Had 767 yards his next year, 8 touchdowns, 4.7 yards per attempt. This year, 340 yards and 3 touchdowns, 4.2 yards per carry. So the yards per carry is absolutely there. And this guy is a threat out of the backfield. You're talking all-purpose yards his rookie year, 1,414 yards. This is not some chump change kind of guy. Had a little bit of injury history in there. But overall, conditional 6th has me feeling a little bit better. Definitely better than I was feeling earlier today. Man, we were all doom and gloom. I'll be honest, I'm still a little doom and gloom, but this absolutely brightens the mood. I don't know what the Jets' planning is for all this stuff, but it feels like they always try to do something right before 8 o'clock on a Monday or a Tuesday. I got to rework my friggin' all my graphics and stuff. That's all right. We're going to do this the same way we do it every Monday night. I'm going to give you my thoughts on everything. The game, the trade, and then we're going to go to the phones at 8:30, and you're going to have 3 minutes to plead your case. After 3 minutes on the clock, you're going to get...
That's it! You're out of here!
That's right, you're going to get the chicken. So make sure you know what you want to ask, and you got to have a question queued up. We're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. James Robinson is going into the final year of his contract. The Jets inherit not even $1 million deal. It's a $900,000 deal. And what's interesting about that is that the Jets will have an opportunity to get a comp pick from this equation. So the Jets send a 6th round pick to Jacksonville. But if this guy balls out behind our, offensive line and our system, all of a sudden, well, maybe the Jets have an opportunity to really get more than that 6th round pick. Not to mention, since he got hurt, he's going to be a restricted free agent, which means the Jets are going to be able to tender him. If they want to give him the 1st round tender, it would cost us $6 million. If they want to give him the 2nd round tender, it would be a $4.3 million tender. If they want to give him the original round tender, it would be $2.6 million. And then if someone signs him, we get that pick. Where's the lose? There's no losing in this situation. This is nice. I like this. Not too shabby. So the $900,000 contract that the Jets inherit, it's actually prorated. So since we're 7 weeks through the season, it's whatever 17 divided by 900,000, for 10 games is. That's what the Jets wind up inheriting. I see Mutt Viles dropping. He goes, "Come on, Ryan. This is too easy for Joe Douglas. A 6th for James Robinson. Light work. Max Mitchell will be back in a week or two. So will Fant. We ain't out yet, boys. Beat the Pats, Jets. I want to go in and knock the snot out of the Patriots. Want to beat them down." Chris V comes in, says, "JD and the Jets want the playoffs this year. This is a signal to the rest of the team. We lost Breece Hall. We lost AVT. This team's talented enough. This defense is talented enough. This special teams is talented enough. This coaching staff is talented enough. We are going to make this offense work. We're going to do whatever we can. No one's rolling over. No one. Jets get James Robinson for a 6th-round pick. Pfft. Chump change. Joe Douglas. Trader Joe. I was there this morning. Great food. This feels good. Right? I wanted to be excited. I was like doom and gloom for like a day and a half since last night. We're not giving up. We are not giving up. Talking Jets with Tigo. Says Joe Douglas straight up told this team, no excuses, let's do this thing. That's exactly what he said. Scott, love the nickname. Joe Big Dick Douglas. Let's make it stick. Love this. All right. So quick thoughts on the game. Then we'll get into the exciting news of James Robinson, even some more. I know you guys are here for that. But let's talk Broncos game. Oh, man, that was a boring game. That was brutal to watch. And like within 6 minutes into the second half or second quarter or in a 6-minute period, you lose AVT, you lose Breece. Season feels like it's in the trash. I didn't even know Breece had a knee injury. Looking at the replays and the highlights, I'm thinking this dude has like a concussion and they're just being, safe, extra safe. Nope. Little notification comes up on the screen, knee injury. I don't like that. Elijah Vera-Tucker, elbow. They didn't seem that worried about it yesterday. I mean, Saleh seemed a little, down, but I thought that was about the Breece Hall thing. He comes out today, Robert Saleh's press conference, sad. Real sad. Oh, man. He's just like, Breece, everyone knows, ACL, Vera-Tucker, triceps, needs surgery, out for a year. And it's like, what? This offensive line just went from like not too shabby to like, real quick. I don't know how much I want to put like stock into the game for yesterday. It's nice that the Jets came away with a victory. Now remember, Breece Hall accounted for that touchdown. Elijah Vera-Tucker was blocking for that dude on the way down to the touchdown. We lose those guys. If we lost those 7 points, it's a 9-9 game. And the Broncos missed an extra point and a field goal. There were 4 points left out on the board for the Broncos. The Jets, I don't want to say the Jets got lucky. Jets did what they had to do. Greg Zuerlein made the kicks he needed to make. The special teams and the defense were the MVPs yesterday. As far as the quarterback goes, Zach Wilson, look, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little concerned. He hasn't needed to throw the ball. Like, yesterday would have been ill-advised to throw the ball. Tough defense. The running game was kind of working. By kind of working, I mean like initially. Then not so much. But you just try to eat clock. Your defense is keeping you in the game. Let them shut down Rippon. Let them shut down the running back and the wide receivers on that side. Just play mistake-free football. You're already down Corey Davis. You're already down Elijah Moore. You're down Breece Hall. You're like without your weapons at this point. So just getting out of yesterday's game was the right move. The Packers game, one of the best secondaries in the league. Jets are up, way up. No reason to allow a Hall of Fame quarterback the potential ability to get back into the game. Run the ball. No issues. I will say this. I still don't love Zach Wilson going for like 120 yards each of the last 2 weeks. But against the Steelers, pretty good defense, he lit it up. So let's see what happens. Does Elijah Moore come back, face his teammates, try to get some touches? Does James Robinson come in immediately and start playing? Or do we wind up holding him out and having him for the Bills game next week? Ride Michael Carter right now. I don't know. It's going to be fascinating to see what winds up happening. This offensive line, this is where I'm kind of interested to see what happens. Can we hold up? What would this offensive line from yesterday have looked like had we not faced like the number one defense? Going to be interesting. Interesting is the word I'm saying. Jets have a 61% chance right now to make the playoffs.
I just hope we can win a game.
I'm just hoping we can win a game.
I just hope we can win a game.
It's all right.
Can't wait.
You know why?
You play to win the game.
That's right, Herm. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Joe Douglas plays to win the game. This team's not giving up. Sauce isn't giving up. Quincy Williams, CJ Mosley, all the guys. Garrett Wilson, Zach Wilson, Uzama Conklin, everyone. Salah, Zerline. These motherfuckers aren't giving up. I love it. I love it. I see some people calling for some trades for offensive linemen. I'll be honest, I have no idea where I want that to go. This was the right move, though. James Robinson for a conditional 6th-round pick? Get out of here. Great trade. Great trade. This guy's an explosive back. He's a little bit of a bruiser, too. He's not the biggest guy. Let's go over some stats real quick. Not stats. Metrics. He's 5'9", 219. So he is a thick ball of muscle. Where Michael Carter is the shifty dude, this guy could lay a wallop. I like it. I like it. Jacksonville with ETN down there. He wasn't getting any snaps. Not like they didn't like him. Guy's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. What are you guys talking about in the chat? I know you guys are excited. Mupfile saying playoffs, baby, coming soon. That's right. That's what I want to hear. Can Quinnen Williams destroy the nation's national media's favorite young guard, Cole Strange? I hope so. I hope he makes him look foolish. Josh coming in. Josh says, Ryan, you're the best. This show makes Monday better. Zach needs to hit Uzama and not throw to defenders in their hands. Grateful for 5-2. Let's believe. If you had told me 5-2 before the season, I would have told you, like, hey, look, from your lips to God's ears, your boy bet the over on 5.5 wins. I think we'll get at least one more. I said the floor for this team should be 7 wins. There were some people calling for 10 wins. I was like, man, everything's got to click for that to work. Well, you know what? Everything's clicking. And we have the deck stacked against us. We don't have a healthy offensive line. Our young quarterback is struggling a little bit. Missed all the preseason, missed all of training camp. You lose your best 2 offensive weapons, and even you can say your 3rd best offensive weapon in Corey Davis. We don't know when he's coming back. He's week to week. I like this. This is what I want. Michael asking, when is Fant coming back? I heard he's week to week. He comes off the IR this week. Jeremy saying, how about your boy O'Leary calling it? I didn't know he called it, but we talked about it yesterday too. We were talking about Robinson, Cam Akers, Kareem Hunt, Pollard, a whole bunch of guys. I love it. I'm glad this was the move. Hunt is like an interesting one. I would have been okay with Hunt for like a late round pick. Like if it was a 6th round pick, I bet Joe Douglas kind of went around and was like, hey, I got a few guys, 6th round pick. Whoever bites first. That's who's getting it. It's like, Jacksonville jumped on it. Jets got a good player. Giovanni says, great trade. Jags gave us an early Christmas present. Dude, if we... So we play the Jags December 22nd. I want to verse them. I want Robinson going for friggin' 200 yards on these guys. That's what I want to see. I'm a little surprised they moved him for that little. But I guess no one's biting. Tigo comes in. Tigo saying, Joe D fleeces teams coming and going. Does not matter. You get Trader Joe on the phone, you're about to get robbed, or you'll do it with a smile on your face. right? I don't need these teams to feel like they're getting robbed. Teams are going to stop trading with Joe Douglas. Want to fluff him up. I feel like maybe we should make a bad trade at some point. But that's not in Joe Douglas's blood. Doesn't happen. Joe Douglas. I could kiss you. Gangrene comes in, says, I have Hall as a starter in fantasy, Robinson on my bench. I appreciate Jets considering my fantasy lineup in this trade. It's kind of nice. Thank you, Joe Douglas. I'm glad he consulted Gangrene on the way. Matt comes in. Matt says, Ryan, any news on Jermaine Johnson? I don't know yet. It seemed like I thought he was gonna start. I think he was questionable this past week, so I would imagine he'll be questionable or something along that this week if he's practicing. The key is if he's practicing by Wednesday. If he's practicing by Wednesday, then I think he plays. If they're still if he's limited or being held out a little bit, I think they give him another week, maybe get him to Buffalo, see how he's feeling, and then if not, they give him the extra week of rest. It depends how our defensive line's looking. Our defensive line looks fine right now. You got Curry, you got Lawson, Quinnen, Rankins, JFM. Just have a lot of depth there. So as much as I want to see Jermaine back, I don't want to rush him back. But that's all I know so far. Hexen, is Robinson a rental? It could be a rental. It's a conditional 6th round pick. I'd imagine the 5th rounder comes into play if the Jets re-sign him. The nice thing is he's a restricted free agent because he was injured, so he didn't play a full 3 seasons. So the Jets are going to be able to tender him, whether it be a 1st round tender, 2nd round tender, or an original round tender. The original round tender is the cheapest option of the bunch, and that would be $2.6 million for next year to hold on to this kid. Then you got a running back field of Breece Hall, Michael Carter, and James Robinson. Oh, eat my heart out. It's a lot of mouths to feed back there, but that is depth. You're talking about a run you want to go on next year? I'm okay with this. And worst case scenario, if he balls out this year, the Jets could say, hey, look, we're going to let him test free agency. And then you get a compensation pick back. So the Jets have 2 options. You tender him if you like him. You let him walk if you think he can get a contract. And you get some money back. This would be a good year for the New York Jets to re-sign some of their guys or sign guys that are cut from their rosters to work with the compensation pick formula. If you sign guys that are free agents, that works against you from having guys signed away from your team. If you sign guys that were cut, that doesn't factor in. So is Robinson a rental? He could be, but for a 6th round pick, totally fine with that. This sends the message. Hey, Jets roster. I know this is a tough blow. We're not giving up. We're all gas, no brake, baby. 100%. It's Cola comes in, says, think Joe Douglas trades for an offensive lineman and who? I don't think he will. I'd be a little surprised if he did. Just because there's a lot of practice and timing that goes into trading for a lineman. And I don't want to really give up a 1st through 3rd pick. And anyone that we'd be trading for, I'd want it to be a better offensive lineman. So I don't think we're going to make a trade for an offensive lineman. Card Cave Central says, do we feel a little better? Joe is all in. I do feel better. That's what I was saying when the Jets were going to thinking about trading for a running back. My initial thought was I love Michael Carter. Big fan. I think he could be running back 1. I just need a guy that's a 4th or 5th round pick to pair with him. Bam Knight would have been fine with me. James Robinson, way, way better. Him and Michael Carter, that's a lethal 1-2 punch. I like that. That's a nice move. And this doesn't impede you from having Breece be your starter next year or Carter be your number 2 or anything like that. It just gives you more flexibility. So I like this. Pixel Mike says the Jags sub is furious at losing Robinson. Well, yeah, look. Etienne had a Liz Frank injury last year. He looks fantastic right now. But that's not, it's not uncommon to have that re-injured. Romani says, what's going on, Ryan? Man, what a great move. I must admit, I love James Robinson since last season, and he's on my fantasy team. LOL, dude is legit. JD equals the GOAT. Joe Douglas, Trader Joe, Making the Jet fans not want to pull their hair out. This is great. I'm going to the game on Sunday. Jets, Pats. I want the opportunity to just chant awful things at the Patriots. Not even awful things, but just like, you remember the year where it was, who's your daddy? I would love to chant that. I want to beat the Pats in the worst damn way. I really like this trade. Glad you do too, AD. Brian comes in and says, any potential lineman you think we could trade for? If they do trade, though, I think JD is making a run for the playoffs. Let's go Jets. That would be the indicator, right? Like if the Jets make a trade for an offensive lineman, then we're all in. Like this trade doesn't necessarily tell me we're all in, but it tells me, hey, the Jets believe there's something here. Like let's not give ourselves any excuses. This at least excites the fan base. It excites the roster. You know, let's not pretend Breece Hall and James Robinson are the same guy. But James Robinson's not a bad back. If you can run along this left-hand side, Dwayne Brown has himself a little bit better game. Tomlinson starts road grading a little bit. I'm all right with this. Blitz Crew comes in and says, we should trade Martin. Not enough snaps for DNs. Jacob Martin, it seems like they really like Jacob Martin. I don't know what you would get for him. Like for me, I don't particularly want draft picks right now. Like especially like whatever pick we'd get from him. Unless you're getting a third or better. Like that's why I don't want to trade Denzel Mims unless we're getting like something good. Like these guys are depth. Like I don't want to trade Bryce Hall. I don't want to trade Mims. I don't really want to trade Elijah Moore. I don't know. I think we need players. I don't think we necessarily need draft picks at this point. Our top three, yes. Then you can go, linebacker, safety, tackle, what is some combination of that next offseason. It's interesting. It's Cola says, moving on to wide receiver, thoughts on Elijah Mims. Any possible movement at the deadline? I don't want to trade Elijah because I think it sets a bad precedent. Like if this guy's going to be bitching and moaning the rest of the year, like it depends how he handles practice this week. If he's going to be bitching and moaning, deactivate his ass. I don't even want to trade him because that sets a bad precedent. Then it tells any other person that wants off this team, let me be selfish, let me start making noise, let me be the squeaky wheel, and then I'll get my way just like Elijah Moore did. Nope. Don't do it. Do not do it. Put him on ice. You want to trade him after the season? Trade him for Roquan Smith. Bears need a wide receiver. Jets need a linebacker. Make that trade happen. Elijah Moore midseason for picks? Not worth it. I don't think so. Mims? I don't know. He didn't look great yesterday, but he's got so much talent. Like that's my hang up with him. I keep wanting to hope that he's going to do well. So I don't want to move on from him. Especially with Corey Davis being out, Mims might see a little bit more time. Omega. Ryan, you rock. You definitely cheer me up. I'm glad. I cheer myself up sometimes. When I'm like, I get all amped up. I come in here, I see the chat lighten up. And I just start. My energy gets fed off your guys' energy. So you guys have a lot of fun. I wind up having a lot of fun. We end up having a lot of fun. I like this move. We are still in this. And by the way, our victory song should be Elton John, Benny and the Jets. I love when that comes on, but I love the na hey goodbye. I haven't been able to do that. I haven't been at a Jets win at home where it was like a heated rival in a long time. And like, I just want to, you guys have heard me say this before. I want to absolutely dominate the Patriots. If the Jets are up by 2 touchdowns with 2 minutes left, the Patriots have no timeouts, and the Jets have the ball, and all we have to do is kneel it, I want a fucking Hail Mary. I want to like lay into them. I want to run up the score on this fucking team. I hate the Patriots. Omega, hopefully we're hearing some Benny and the Jets. All right. It is officially time to do some calls. So you guys know the rules. You get 3 minutes on the clock. After 3 minutes,
That's it! You're out of here!
that's right. That's right, boys and girls. 3 minutes on the clock. Phone number is going up on the screen. Bam. Phone number's up right there. Call in. Let's talk a little Jets. I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you're going to the game, let me know as well, because I want to hear that too. All right. Who we got?
Call from.
Mutt Miles.
Mobiles! What's up, dude?
After the first time I've been first on the show, my God.
Right?
What's
Seriously.
up, Ryan?
I love it, dude. Dude, how you feeling about this trade? You feeling good?
Come on. That's too easy. That's too easy for Joe Douglas. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I'm
The
like
man
about to
doesn't
go
sleep.
live, and I'm my phone starts lighting up. Like, what is going on? I'm looking down. Oh man, this stream just changed.
Nah, that's too easy for him. James Robinson last year played really well as well, and I think we played against him though before he got hurt. But nah, he's gonna be good. You got Travis Etienne now taking the carries though because they spent the first rounder on him, so I'll take it.
Yeah,
James Robinson for a
absolutely.
1-year rental, and we could possibly get a pick back from it. Easy.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Right? That's exciting. Like, this isn't just like, that's why the trade for a late round pick. If this dude goes off, he can sign somewhere else, and the Jets could get like a 3rd or 4th round pick back if it really works out.
Exactly. And especially, though, going into New England, that's the only I'm curious about, though. Is he going to play, or are they going to wait a little bit? That's really it, though, with that.
I would be
Elijah, though,
surprised if he
Salah already
played.
said, though, that he's going to be back. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, I think about the with James Robinson. When was Christian McCaffrey traded? What part of the week? Because he had a few snaps. Now, granted, Christian McCaffrey's a long way from James Robinson, but are there going to be packages that they could install with him right now and use him a little bit like they did Breece Hall? It's going to be interesting.
I think what they might do, like the little package stuff, though, they might do that more with Carter only because he's been in the system. That's how I would think. But since Robinson's a bigger back, they can use him like a bull rusher maybe.
Yeah, I thought for sure they were going to wait on the trade for a running back. I thought it was going to happen after this week. Give Michael Carter the reins, let him try a little bit. You bring in someone just before the deadline. But the Jets decided, hey, look, we're making a move right now. I bet they got a little bit of a vibe around the building, and Joe Douglas was like, not happening. Positive vibes only, baby.
We got the Patriots coming up this week at home. We got Buffalo coming up. I know this might sound unrealistic, but we have a possible 7-2 at the bye week.
Dude, could you imagine? We're going to need Zach to show up. Like, I need Zach to start throwing this week. I really do.
That's the next thing I was going to ask you now, though. Let's say Cordy doesn't play. Does Elijah Moore get more touches? And do you think Zach's going to ball out this game?
I'd like
Buffalo, I think it could be a little tough for him.
Yeah, I'd like to see Elijah Moore get some touches, but not forced. Like, I want Zach to make the correct reads, get Garrett Wilson involved, get Carter involved. Like, spread it around to the guys that you feel comfortable with. And then if Elijah Moore does show out, good. I want him to show out. I don't want him to not be here, but he has to want to be here with this team, with his teammates. I just think it's going to be hard for him to come back from, there's been a lot of shade thrown his way this last week. So I'm curious to see what happens. Mutt Viles, I love you, brother. But you have been ejected from the cockpit. Boys and girls, how excited are you? I see it. Look at this chat. Not very frequently do I see the poll question on the inside of the live chat this good.
From.
Keith, what's up, dude? Welcome to the cockpit.
Finally, I get in. Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. What's on your mind, brother?
So I just got home from a night class after work, and I see Buffalo Jets fans video of the it's not over yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see your thumbnail with Robinson getting picked up, and I'm like, Joe D saved the effing day.
Dude, right? It feels good. Like, I'm not going to lie. I was like, I don't know how we changed the morale. The last week between these injuries and the Elijah Moore stuff, this changes the narrative.
I was so nervous because I'm actually going to my first Jets game Sunday against the Patriots.
I'll be there. I'm excited.
I'm hoping you're there because I'm excited.
I think I'm going to be.
Like this siding right now, I was losing my shit on Sunday because I'm like, I finally go to a Jets game, and they're going to get blown out, and then I see this, and I'm like, oh, wait, okay, there's hope.
We got a shot. We got a shot. Dude, I hope we run up this. I hope we win first and foremost. But if we are winning, I hope we run up the score.
I hope this is the game that Zach Wilson throws for 350.
Dude, if he can go over 300, Garrett Wilson looks amazing. Like that would be ideal for me. This is the first team in like the last run that doesn't feel quite as dominant as the last few.
Quinnen has to go off and kill Fat Mac.
Dude, I didn't look. Is Mac Jones playing tonight or is it Zappy tonight?
It's Mac. It's Mac Jones.
Ooh, okay. I like having Mac Jones sitting back there.
New England territory too, so it's pretty aggressive.
I like seeing the Mac Jones quarterback matchup. I think he's going to be a little bit harder to move around, so I think we're going to be able to put some pressure on him.
A little more statue-esque.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'm excited.
Ugh. Where are you sitting at the game?
I've been an emotional roller coaster.
Right? The last week has been like highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows. Where are you sitting at the game?
I am sitting. I can actually tell you. Hold up.
There you go. I think I'm going to be in section like 121 or 123, I think is where the tickets are that I got. I think in the parking lot, we were talking about F12.
I'm going to be in the lower section, row 33, level 137.
Oh, okay. So you're probably, I don't know, 15 sections over from me. You got to come over in the lot. I'm pretty sure I'll be somewhere by F12.
Yeah, we're doing this whole, what do you call it? Like tailgating service. We're going from Long Island over.
Oh, nice. That's exciting.
So this is exciting. Yeah. So what lot are you going to be in? Because I want to meet you.
I'm pretty sure I'll be in lot F12. I'll have a post once I'm actually there because it's like tickets through work, so I'm not entirely sure where it's going to be. But I heard F12 was where the tailgate was going to be. But I'll do a little like YouTube community post to let you guys know where I'm at.
Awesome.
Good stuff, dude.
All right.
You have been ejected from the cockpit. Who we got?
Call from
Eli.
Eli, what's up, dude? Welcome back to the cockpit.
It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time, but I am hyped right now, man.
It's a nice change, right?
Oh my God! Today I'm in school today in classes. One of my friends goes to me, Breece Hall's torn ACL. My face just drops. My gut sick. Then an hour later, I see on my phone Elijah Vera Tucker's out for the year. I am dead inside at this point.
Dude, I came on. I was planning to be on this stream and just like a sob story all night.
And then Daddy Joe Douglas came in and saved the freaking day, man. Oh my God, we fleeced him. A 6-round pick for this guy. This guy has averaged almost 5 yards per carry under the horrible Jacksonville offensive line the past 2 years. That guy Trevor Lawrence killed us. You remember everyone talking about how they had like the worst O-line in football? And this man was averaging high 4 yards per carry under this O-line. He's obviously no Breece Hall, but I don't think he's perfect with Michael Carter because, listen, James Robinson is not – there's a reason they traded him. He's not an everything back. He is a great downhill up the middle, and Michael Carter is horrible at that. He's great outside runner. Michael Carter's really shifty. Great out, perfect 1-2 punch.
Yeah, absolutely. You put both these guys on the field together, you could do similar things to what Breece and Carter were doing.
Yep, those pony sets or whatever they called it on the announcer, they're going to be good.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
I'm so hyped, man. I live in Kansas. I'm literally flying out for a Jet game against Buffalo in 2 weeks.
Ooh, nice.
I'm so hyped right now. I know we're going to lose, but it doesn't.
No, don't say that. We don't know we're going to lose.
I think we can beat any team. Buffalo's the only team that I'm like. Buffalo and Kansas City are the two teams that I'm like.
See,
put me back in reality a bit.
Yeah, right. See, I'm curious to see what ends up happening as far as the, how does this team? I think our corners, our defense can stack up against anyone. I really do. I think this is a very strong defense. The offense is what concerns me because Buffalo's got a crazy good defense. Secondary, really good. Like this team has been the best team in football the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean technically not because they haven't won anything, but
that's true.
We got
that's not wrong.
Sauce is him, gonna shut down Diggs like he shut down Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, any receiver that goes up against him. Ordered his jersey already. Listen, man, I've been a fan of this team for a few years. I know that's not a lot compared to you guys, but this is the best I've felt to be a fan of this team since I've been a fan.
Dude, it's good, right? Like the 2015 season was nice because it was like, oh, we're winning. Like there's some games, but you could see the expiration date on it. You saw Fitzpatrick, you saw Marshall and Decker and Ivory, Revis in his second stint here, Cromartie.
It wasn't gonna last.
No, exactly. This has the potential to last, and we have depth, and we have the option to really keep this guy beyond this year if we want. Eli, it's been real.
You're out of here!
You've been ejected from the cockpit. All right, let's get into some of these super chats real quick. Ramani AD drops in saying, speaking wins into existence. Zach will pass for 320 yards, 3 touchdowns versus the Patriots. Moore has 9 targets, 6 catches, 101 yards and a touchdown. Jets win 33-14. Preach it. Let's manifest it. That's what has to happen, right? It's been positive vibes only. We've had positive vibes for the most part. And then the 1 week we don't have positive vibes, the negative things start happening. Positive vibes, Ramani's got the right idea here. RJ McPot says, isn't it funny how we were Super Bowl win jubilant when we lost to the Raiders, 0 blitz, and how we were suicidal at the end of this win? Yeah, right. Like we were so happy on that Hail Mary when the Raiders beat us, and we're like, we're still in play for Trevor Lawrence. Like, let's go. And then like we win a game, but we lose like everyone to injury. 3 of our best offensive players. And you're like, oh man, this win feels like a loss. That's the beauty of sports. I love sports, specifically football. I absolutely love the rush of emotions and energy. We are fans. Fanatics. That is us. Chris KV says, get him out of here. That's right. Eli was ejected. Before we get back to the calls, I want to share some information with you guys on James Robinson. So his Pro Football Focus grades, the last 3 years, 72.9 in his rookie year, 67.4 his second year. That was the Urban Meyer year. Lots of crazy stuff going on. This year, 64.2. So it's gone downhill a little bit. His pass blocking has been very good, close to an 80 in terms of pass blocking. His running grade has been really good. Receiving grade, not the best from what I kind of gather based on Pro Football Focus. But Pro Football Focus also gave Quinn Williams like a pretty shitty grade the other week, and like they can kick a bunch of rocks. So it's not an end-all be-all, but we are getting a very good player. And whenever you see a team that trades a player and they're upset that they traded that player, that's a good trade. That is a good trade. All right, phone number's on the screen. Call in. I want to hear what you have to say. Do you want to talk about the trade? Do you want to talk about the injuries? Do you want to talk about what's going on? Oh man, I know who this is.
From
Talking Jets with Tigo.
to accept, press 1.
Tigo, what's up, dude?
What is going on, Ryan?
How are you feeling about this trade?
Dude, totally, like, my day is totally fixed, right?
Right?
Like, was down bad, was down ultra bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, to the point to where I was like, I'm not making any videos. Like, there's no point. Everything, the sky is falling, you know? I already kind of have I'm going to stay in bed all day. And I was like, you know what? No. I believe in this team. I believe in what's going on. And then this trade happened. Oh, you know, the best part is how I found out about the trade. As a lot of you may know, I live in Florida, so I have a lot of friends that are Jacksonville Jaguars fans.
Oh, yeah.
It goes up on Twitter. A friend of mine immediately calls me because he knows I have like a Jets YouTube channel. He's like, I hate you. You better take care of the kid because you just lost a great one and you guys got one for free. This is an absolute highway robbery. I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, check Twitter. And I saw the tweet. And I was like, oh, my God, it happened.
Dude, I thought, so I'm looking at my phone. My wrist is starting to go off. Becca's like, hey, you got to make the bed before you go live. I was like, okay, let's go on. Throw the sheets on the bed, and my watch is just blowing up. I'm like, what is going on right now? I look down at my phone. I'm like, they're like, oh my God, Jets, and like all capital letters. They're like, I can't believe they did it. And I was like, what did they do? I look at Twitter. I was like, oh, shit. We just got Robinson. Let's go. We robbed the Jaguars.
It was highway robbery, man. Like, it's like I put in my comment. Joe Douglas fleeces teams both ways, whether we're sending players to you or going and getting your players. It doesn't matter. Like, this was such an – I said it in my earlier live stream today. I was like, I don't want to trade for one of these guys if it's going to cost more than a fifth-round pick. Joe Dean, like, it's like he knows what's up. He knows how to, like, build this team. And I think, like, one of the things you said earlier was, like, I don't know if this is him saying that he's 100% all in on this team. I think it does. I think we have the answer for offensive tackle in-house. I think the O-line just needs to survive 2 weeks. That's it. If we can survive 2 weeks, we're going to get Max Mitchell back. We're going to get George Fant back. You know, we're going to get these guys healthy again. We're going to get this stuff going. And the O-line will solidify itself in time. But, man, with the way I've been watching the game, I don't know. I know you're obviously doing a live stream or if you got me on a second screen. But the Patriots look bad. They're losing to the Bears, and it's not close. Oh, man. I feel it in my bones, and I don't want to say it, but I feel it in my bones.
I'm throwing it up right now. Now I got the game. I got the YouTube TV off to the side. Nice little 10-0. Oh, look at Mac Jones running. See, I'm like a play behind probably, but dude, it's good. I want to see this. I want to see the Patriots struggle, and then I want him to go against the Jets. I don't know where the Bears rank on defense, but I feel like the Jets should be able to smack around this Pats offense.
Oh, yeah. I just want Quinnen Williams. Like I said it earlier, and now I'll hop off. I want Quinnen Williams to take Cole Strange and walk him into Mac Jones and bear hug the both of them and just gingerly lay them both down on the ground like 3 or 4 times. Because you can't sack a quarterback anymore. It's like you can't look at them for too long. That's
see, I want the Jets to be up so much, and then I want them to lay a whooping on everyone. Penalties for days. Don't care. Let's see it happen, boys and girls. Tigo, I love you, brother. You have been ejected from the cockpit. I love it. Who we got?
Call from
Lima Bean.
Lima Bean, what's up, dude? Welcome to the cockpit.
Well, it's a little bit better with the trade, but man, I felt like getting kicked in the balls today. You know what I'm saying?
Right? It felt like I literally released a video just before I went live of like, it was a short, so if you want to check out like a pretty funny short.
I saw it. I definitely saw it. So I'm already filled in. Like it's just the injury is bad itself because what it does to the offensive line and obviously Breece. But then like on top of that, we're playing the Pats next week, and it's like, oh man, Belichick's gonna really try to like I don't know, man. Something about Belichick's teams that always just pisses me off because I'll give him credit. He knows how to exploit every weakness and like try to like. Every time, like, he puts teams in a downfall, you know? Like, I saw what he did against the Lions and the Browns. Like, defensively, he knows what he's doing. And I'm like, and even though the Pats offensively aren't that great, for some reason their offensive line are great blockers, and they know how to run block really well because that's what they've been doing. So, like, it's been quite the situation. It's honestly going to come down to, like, can these coaches really, like, pick up, like, strategize something. Like, they really got to coach their butts off. They got to make sure Zach's protected. And on top of that, they got to find a game plan for him to do better. It's like,
I got to see some passing yards this week. Like, the whole, I understand they have a really good young corner that they drafted. He's in the conversation for defensive rookie of the year. But, like, I got to see something more out of Zach. I want, like, a revenge game. This second game we played against the Pats last year, we wound up losing it. But Zach was looking all right until he got hit low.
He was figuring something. Something that Fireman Ed said on multiple podcasts is that like the Patriots did like on purpose dirty hits that apparently he knew like some of the Patriots players had said so otherwise. But like that's kind of concerning if that's true. Like I have no idea if it's true, but that's just saying like, hey, they hate us more than anything else, and they just really want to derail our season regardless, so we stay in purgatory forever. So this is a big game. We need the coaches to really coach their butts off and like overcome their injuries. This is what it all comes down to. That's it. Like, I don't know how, I don't know what they're going to do, but you have to pull out all the stops, get every game plan going, and then make sure Zach's protected. Like his biggest problem is he's always running for his life. And like, I don't care who you are, like you can't succeed if you're always running. So
they have to simplify the offense too. Like if Zach's doing 5 and 7 step drops with an offensive line that isn't too great, like you gotta help the dude out. Yeah. Run a slant, run some bubble screens, run a screen pass to your running back. Like I don't want to see guys streaking down the fields if we can't protect for that long, because then Zach Wilson is gonna do something stupid. He's gonna run around. He's gonna try and play hero ball. He almost had that fumble yesterday. Would have ended the game. Not ended the game, but like
too much,
brutal.
so they need to get him protected.
He's got to make quicker decisions. He's holding on to the ball too long, and they're not simplifying it for him.
Yeah, they gotta like make the best game plan for him to get him comfortable. Like like do what they did.
That's it. You're out of here.
You're out of here. Love it. Love it. Boys and girls, phone numbers on the screen. Let's hear it. Who we got?
From
Jesus.
Yo, what's good, dude? Welcome to the cockpit.
Hey, what's good?
I am hanging in there, dude. I am a lot better than I was just 1 hour ago.
Yeah, trust me, me too. I was I couldn't sleep last night. I was so upset.
Dude, my stomach was just churning. I look at Becca, I was like, I don't know what just happened. Like, I didn't even see the knee injury. This guy's out for the year. Feeling a lot better now.
I thought it was like that thing where you like stumble and you get called out for the whole game. I was like, he stumbled a little bit, I was like, oh, okay, that's it. I don't care about that, right?
That's exactly what I thought.
But I was like, oh. But you know what? James Robinson isn't bad. I'll take him for a 1-year rental.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was so I'm going to the game this week.
Oh, nice.
I'm in like the 200 section.
Solid.
Right in the end zone. Yeah, I like it.
Well, you're gonna have to check out when I'll leave a little comment for wherever I'm gonna be in the parking lot, so you guys know.
Okay, perfect. I would like to meet you. That'd be pretty cool.
Cool.
But so here's my thought.
Mm-hmm.
Max Mitchell he's not a small dude, but he's one of our smaller tackles.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what he did during the time that he was starting.
Mm-hmm.
What would you think about moving him to right guard, and then George Fant goes back to the right tackle?
Interesting.
Trying to put like the best 5 linemen.
Well, that should 100% be the game plan. 100%. You do whatever you can to get the best 5 linemen out there. I don't care what position they're playing. Dwayne Brown's kind of the one, and McGovern. Those two, I feel like, actually, I would say the left side of the line is rock solid. Those guys have been in their positions for the longest time. Right guard, right tackle, don't care. Do whatever works best.
See, yeah, that's my thought, and
Yeah, if Mitchell's your best lineman, I don't mind what Herbig's been doing, but I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if that is because AVT was on.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. AVT, wherever he's playing, the person next to him looks a lot better. You look at Tomlinson next to AVT, Tomlinson was looking pretty good. You look at Herbig next to AVT, Herbig was looking pretty good. Fant next to AVT, looking pretty good last year. Like, I think there's Max Mitchell looked really good next to AVT.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just hoping that they can keep Zach upright, because right when AVT left, that's when everything kind of fell apart on the offensive line.
Yeah, there's just no chemistry. There's, especially like when you lose that many tackles, there's gonna be issues on the offensive line. We're gonna have to use some tight ends to try and create a little bit more time for Zach, but then you have to be able to get the ball to Corey Davis or Braxton Berrios or Elijah Moore, whoever's playing wide out for us this upcoming week. But you gotta protect Zach. Give him a little bit of time. Brother, thank you so much for the call.
That's it. You're out of here.
You've been ejected from the cockpit. The chicken's ruthless. All right, let's see. I saw a super chat in here. Where did it go? There it goes. Everaldo comes in. Says, never heard of James Robinson. Should I be excited? Everaldo, yes, you should be excited. 100%. Jets got a steal.
Eddie from North Carolina.
Eddie from North Carolina. How you doing, brother?
Ryan. Oh, my God.
Feeling a little bit better?
5-2. 5-2, and Giants are 6-1.
Dude,
Did
I just heard.
Through a fucking black hole or what?
The Giants have a 90% chance of making the playoffs based on their schedule and their current record. The Jets are sitting at a 61% chance because the AFC is a little bit harder, and our current schedule. This is good New York football right now.
We went through a black hole. We're in an alternative universe.
We're in bizarro world. That's what it is. Everything's upside down and backwards and the wrong way. I love it. I'm going to stay here a little bit.
So anyway, I'm coming up for the game this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yep, we were talking about that.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, when I was at the Jet Club in North Carolina yesterday, a guy came in and he heard me talking to you last week when I was talking about Desi's Grill and Bar where the Jets play.
That's awesome. It's funny because I don't know if it's that same guy, but someone reached out to me, and I don't remember which platform it was on, but someone reached out to me and was like, hey, where is that bar that Eddie was talking about in North Carolina? Like, I'm going to go. And I was like, I have to go back and listen. Like, I don't remember. I heard it, and I don't know. You got to ask him.
That was him because he said he called you.
Oh, that's great.
He called you.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
So I'm glad. So I'm going to be representing the Central North Carolina New York Jets fan club from Morrisville, North Carolina, which is a suburb of Raleigh.
I love it. That's great. The amount of like Jet fan clubs. I got to go to a game down in Sarasota a few years back, and it was like the Sarasota Jet fan club or whatever. And I'm like, oh man, like this is cool. There's like 30 fans in this like random ass bar in the middle of nowhere. And like, I love it. I love that we can all bond over this game.
Patriots just dropped a pass. I love it.
Love it. Love it. Nothing would make me happier than watching them get another loss.
Timing's probably all off. Sorry for spoiling that one, folks.
That's all right. I'm not really paying attention. I'm like sort of looking, sort of not looking. It's all good.
Anyway, so I'm going to be there. I got section 103. What section are you?
I'm either, I don't remember. I don't have the tickets. My buddy's got the tickets. I'm either 121 or 123, but I think the tailgate that I'm going to is going to be in lot F12. It's right next to like the J3 kind of.
In lot F12.
That's where I'm thinking. I think we're taking a shuttle down. We're taking a shuttle down. So interception.
Interception.
I don't know what it was.
Number 9.
Love it. Yeah, I don't know.
Here comes the school photo.
Oh yeah. I don't know where I think so. We're taking a shuttle down, and I don't know if we have to get like a bus parking pass. I don't know how to do that. I haven't done that before. I've only ever gotten a car parking pass, so I got to figure that out before we get in there. Otherwise, they're going to turn us away. But yeah, I'm thinking a lot F12. If not, check my community page. Oh, Jaquan Brisker. Check out my community page. I'll let everyone know exactly
your community page shit or any of that stuff.
Just go to Jets Talk on YouTube. Go to Jets Talk on YouTube. Click on my homepage. You go there where my like videos and stuff are, and then on the top bar there's a little community page. You click on that, and you'll see all the posts that I make. So I'll have like pictures. I'll do things like that. Eddie, I'll see you on Sunday, brother. Jets gonna capture the W. Jets, Jets. Let's go. Oh. Screw the Patriots. Couldn't have happened to a worse team. Better team. Couldn't have happened to a better team. Who we got? Who's on the line?
From
Captain Savage.
Captain Savage, what's up, dude? Welcome back to the cockpit.
Yo, brother, listen to me, brother. 5-2. We ain't been this way since 15, 20 years. Talk to me nice, Ryan. What's good with you, brother?
Dude, I am so excited. The last time the Jets had a win streak like this was 2015, and that was the season of like, oh, how long will this last? We got Fitzpatrick. There really is no hope at quarterback. We don't know what we're doing. This is the start of something special. The Jets start winning games this year. They get into the playoffs, they are going to be a hot destination for players next year.
Absolutely, brother. I can't wait for it, And, it was gloom and doom when we lost Breece. Everybody was down. We had to wait till today to get the second MRI, see what was going on in there.
Yeah.
He's done for the season. AVT. That, I think, to me, Breece was a big hit, but I think AVT was even a bigger hit because of how he played on the line this year.
Dude, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I mean, that guy was critical. And then guys next to him look even better. He makes guys around him look better. So I'm crushed by that. And I'm wondering, with this trade now, I can't say I've watched a lot of Jacksonville Jaguar games. So the kid, Robinson, I'm not too familiar with him as a player and stuff like that. But I need you to break it down. Do you think he could hold the fort down this season to make this playoff push?
Absolutely. I think Michael Carter and Bam Knight or Michael Carter and Ty Johnson could have held us together. It's that injury concern, like, okay, if Carter goes down or if Ty Johnson goes down, now you're in a weird spot. getting Robinson, this guy can be a starting caliber back on other teams. He's locked behind a first-round pick in Travis Etienne. They weren't going to use this guy. And when you see him and Carter, they'll eventually get both of them on the field. Carter's going to be the Lightning. Robinson's going to be the Thunder. This guy's like 5'9", 220 pounds. Like, this guy's a bowling ball, but he's like pretty quick too. Like, I really like what's about to happen. My concern is the same as yours. Like, as much as Breece Hall is an incredible game-changing running back, the bigger injury for me is the AVT injury. And I'm hoping, the leadership's still there and everything. Like, he's still on the sideline, and like, that's the value that he's going to provide at this point. And I think even with the injuries, these guys are going to be trying to hype up the rest of the team. It's amazing. The unity that we're seeing, the culture that has shifted just so much since Robert Saleh has been here is incredible.
Just seeing the culture change is refreshing. It's a shock. I'm glad that it's finally happening to us for once instead of being on the opposite side of it. But
dude, when are we ever on the right side?
Right, absolutely, brother. But a little bit on more. I tried to speak to you through Instagram and your YouTube page. He was looking like a me guy with this situation, and with everything that happened. Do you think if he comes back, like the coaching staff wants, and like the player, and apologize to the player and mend the fence, that they can go ahead and move forward and forget about everything if he does what he's supposed to do when he gets back in the building?
Elijah Moore has to be the one to say, hey, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. Guys, I'm going to earn back your trust. It's not going to happen immediately. I'm going to put my body on the line. We're going to go out there. We're going to win all these games. That's what has to happen with Elijah Moore. He can't just start pouting. The minute he starts pouting, this team's going to be throwing him out to the wolves. It's going to be, hey, dude, you're getting iced. You're going to be on the bench. You're riding the pine. Like, don't care. You're not getting your trade request. Brother, I love you. Thank you so much for the call. You've been ejected from the cockpit. Let's see. I saw a super chat in here. Prolific Flair. Thank you so much. Says, so happy being 5-2 and on a 4-game win streak, but I'm starting to get highly concerned about Zach. I get there's no turnovers, but the accuracy is bad. He's looking like the weakest link on this offense. I completely agree. Right now, it does feel like Zach is the weak link. When we needed him against the Steelers, he threw the ball well. So that's where I'm like cautiously optimistic. When I'm looking at like the young kid that didn't have a training camp, basically these last 3-4 games were his preseason. And it wasn't against vanilla defenses. This is against starting top defenses in this league. Zach's going to have an opportunity against the Patriots. He's going to have to start throwing the ball. He doesn't have the security blanket of Breece Hall anymore. He doesn't have the security of Corey Davis. He doesn't have the security of a stout offensive line right now. These guys are going to have to gel together a little bit. His accuracy does concern me. His decision-making does concern me. His speed at which he's processing these things does concern me. I've been on record saying after the bye is when Zach's going to have everything clicking. And I think we'll start seeing the high passing games and all that good stuff. So that's where I'm hoping it kind of goes. I'm hoping we see a little glimpse of this. If there's any team I would love to get 300 yards passing on, it's this friggin' Patriots team. Remember, even though Zach only has the 1 passing touchdown this year, he has 2 touchdowns or 2 passes that ended on the 1-yard line as well. So he could have 3. Everything in moderation, my friends. Don't be upset.
From
Green Beans Beard, man.
Green Beans Beard, what's up? How you doing, Jeremy?
What's going on, Ryan?
Dude, I'm hanging in there. How you feeling? Tell me how you're feeling earlier and how you're feeling now.
Man, what a transformation, right? I'm trying to talk people off the ledge, but inside I'm dying myself. And then, boom, I thought it was a joke. I just couldn't believe it when I saw that trading for James Robinson. Joe Douglas is a golden god, my friend.
Yo, did you see they just benched Mac Jones? Zappy's back out there.
I'm not surprised.
Dude, that's disappointing. I was really hoping we were going to go against Mac Jones there.
I know. I'd much rather have Mac Jones at this point.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they wind up playing him against us or if this is like any kind of permanent fixture here.
I don't know. We'll see. It depends on whether he was like, if they think it was the injury still and he needs a little more time, or if it's just because he's playing like crap and that's it, maybe it's gonna.
I'm hoping it's the injury. We get to see it like a banged up dude getting fucking devoured by our D line.
Oh man, that'd be great if we just eat them alive.
Sorry, I'm wasting all your time. Talk to me.
No, it's good, man. Look, I'm so excited about it that they made that move. Because I think you touched on it before. It means that they're serious about winning right now. Like there's no, JD realized, this is really happening. Like we're not waiting for the future anymore. This is a move that says we want this now. We want to get these guys some playoff experience.
Mm-hmm. Zappy just scored a touchdown, long throw to Jacoby Myers.
Wow.
Yeah,
we can't be living through this again.
Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love that.
Be living through this again, that some nobody is going to come up now and do this and make New England relevant again.
Dude, fingers crossed that this dude is like just a flash in the pan. I don't know. Brutal.
Absolutely crazy.
How are you feeling about this upcoming game against the Pats? You think we win this one?
I think we got to. I really think it's important, like more than ever before, like as far as the rest of the season is concerned, especially with Buffalo, after that. So if we can just get this win in, no matter what happens against Buffalo, even if we lose, you go into the bye 6-3, and we keep this season alive. So I think it's a big statement, this game. We got to pull this off.
Yeah, I think the Jets being able to rebound from 2 lackluster performances from your quarterback in a row, being able to have a game against a division rival going 2-0 in the division, it would be huge. It would be big going into confidence. Because if you lose to the Bills, people will be okay with that. It's the Patriot one that I think people want to figure out. Jeremy, I love you, but you've been ejected from the cockpit. Boys and girls, you get 3 minutes on the clock. After 3 minutes...
Listen, you're out of here!
That's right, you get ejected from the cockpit. I see a comment from Matthew Smith in there. Says, this is such an amazing and unexpected trade from my part. James Robinson is the perfect temporary replacement for Breece. He is a pace-changing running back. Joe Douglas is the GOAT. Couldn't agree more, brother.
From
Frankie.
Frankie, what's up, dude? Welcome to the cockpit.
What's going on, Ryan? How's everything?
Dude, I'm hanging in there. I'm feeling just a little bit better now.
Yeah, I was actually meeting my buddy from school. We always talk every week about the Jets, and he was like, and we were talking today. I was like, who do you want for trading? Who do you want? He's like, it's either Hunt or J Rob, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be J Rob. I'm like, not gonna lie. Akers, they don't want Akers. I'm like, well, it could be Akers. He's like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be J Rob. I'm telling you, Joe Douglas masterclass. Get ready for it.
Dude, I love it. You spoke it into existence. Manifest your destiny.
I'm like, from your lips to God's ears, please. It happens. He calls me. He's like, dude, get ready for it. I'm like, all right, we're going. And he tells me, he's like, it's a rental, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, I know. But I'm like, I was thinking, I love Michael Carter, but I was thinking, imagine J-Rob and Breece Hall on this, as the tandem. Or, maybe a three-headed monster with Michael
Well, that's what's so great about it. So allow me to go off on this for a second. If the Jets come into next year, so right now it could be a rental. He's on the final year of his deal. It's a $900,000 deal for the year, so the Jets are paying whatever 10 games times, that amount is. That's what they're going to pay. Yeah. It's going to be $500,000 or something. But he's also a restricted free agent. So after this season, the Jets are going to have the opportunity to use one of 3 tenders on him. You can hit him with the first round tender, $6 million is what it's worth. Not going to do that. Second round tender, $4.3 million. I don't even think the Jets do that. Original round tender, $2.6 million. It's a 1-year contract. All 3 of these, 1-year contracts. The Jets, if someone signs James Robinson away from the Jets would then get a draft compensation pick for this year instead of a comp pick which would happen in 2024. If the Jets decide, hey, we don't want to try that at all, we're cool with Carter, we're cool with Breece, and we're cool with, Bam Knight or whoever else coming back next year, they let him walk, and then a compensation pick when signed could happen in 2024.
Yeah. And another thing is, I love Elijah Moore. He's a piece of that.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I think we are going to get him snaps is giving him the role that we're giving Barrios, letting him run the jet sweeps, giving him quick bubble screens, slant, stuff like that. Put him lying him in the slot more. I think that's his role.
Yes.
That's where he's going to be flashing.
That's where I think he needs to flash. That's sort of the weird odd man out of okay, Barrios was re-signed this past year. He has great chemistry with Zach, and I think it was 100% the right move. But it makes this weird dynamic with Elijah Moore that's how do we get this guy touches? Luckily, he's cheap enough that it doesn't necessarily matter, but he's believing he's a top wide receiver in this league, nearly a first-round pick, and he has to get some stats in order to make some money. So I understand his frustration, but he went about it the completely wrong way. Brother, I love you. Thank you so much. You have been ejected from the cockpit. Who we got?
Cad.
To accept.
What's good, brother? Welcome to the cockpit.
Oh, thank you so much. I really want to thank you for breaking down every Zach Wilson throw every week. That is amazing what you do, because you cannot get that anywhere else but you.
Dude, does that. I sit down and I feel bad. So I'm going to the Patriot game this week. So if Zach Wilson goes off, it's going to take me a day to do it because I'm watching the game and I'm editing the clips as it's going on. I get it out before the NFL is able to release their highlight tapes. But if I'm at the game, I'm going to have to go through and it'll probably come out Monday as opposed to Sunday night.
Yeah, but I go to YouTube and you're there with it. And how do you feel Zach played? Because when I watched the game, I thought he played horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But when I watched your breakdown, I thought he got off really slow, and in the end, he actually played okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he has been, I don't know, underwhelming, I think is a good word for it. I don't want to say bad because he hasn't turned the ball over. He hasn't put us in bad situations. He almost did that. The little whirly bird spin that he did twice where he almost fumbled it for a touchdown the opposite direction. That was not good. I don't want to see that. But you're without Corey Davis. You're without Elijah Moore. You're without AVT. You're without Breece Hall. When you're without four of your top weapons on your offense, he's trying to play hero ball. And the Jets kind of went away from him throwing the ball and we're hey, let's I don't want to say take the ball out of his hands, but let's end this game. Let's run the ball. Let's play ball control and play good defense. Our defense is stopping their offense right now. Aside from Jerry Jeudy having a few good catches and Dulich or whatever his name is having a few catches on us, I think the coaching staff understood that. The only thing that irks me is they're doing a lot of 5 and 7 step drops. When you have a bad offensive line, I don't think that's the right move to be making. You got to have a 3-step drop, get the ball out. Allow him to make easy reads.
Right. But he was throwing the bubble screens really well. He was actually leading the receivers where they were going forward at the line of scrimmage, where I thought was great. But early on, his throws to Corey Davis over the middle were just, and Wilson were horrible. He starts so slow, it's he's not in the game speed or something. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know where his head's at. This whole week was funky, and then I feel there was probably some knowledge of hey, here's what happened to these guys. This feels like a pop, or it feels like a tear. And then I feel the energy level sort of got sucked from the Jets, and the game was just tough. You're talking about a really strong Denver defense, and we're not going to have to go against that again this year. So I'm hoping it kind of levels out once we start facing some of these maybe not so 100% defenses. But brother, thank you so much for the call. You've been ejected from the cockpit. John Springs comes in, says, I'm not done with the ride. I'm still trusting them. That's right. Trust our Jets. That's what I want. Let's get some energy going.
From
Josh.
Yo, what's good, dude? Welcome to the cockpit.
How we doing, Ryan?
Dude, I'm doing all right. I'm doing a lot better than I was doing 2 hours ago.
Yeah, much better.
Talk to me. What's on your mind?
I love the pick of J-Rob. For only a conditional 6th rounder,
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Love it.
AVT being out sucks, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one that hurts. Like as much Breece Hall, I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling greedy. I wanted offensive and defensive rookie of the year, and it felt like Breece was running away with offense. Defense, I love Sauce, but there's a few good defensive players this year. AVT hurts. He was the key to this offensive line right now.
I was literally telling my friend before the Broncos game he's going to win Rookie of the Year, and then he goes out for the year.
Oh, it's absolutely brutal.
Yeah, but I love the addition of J-Rob. I don't know what we're going to do, if we're just going to wait for Mitchell and Fant to get back at right tackle, if we're going to sign a guard, because now AVT obviously can't play guard. I'm just waiting to see what happens there.
Yeah, these next 2 weeks, I just once we get past the bye, I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable because Robinson's going to have a little bit of practice. You're going to have your offensive tackles back. I want to win the Pats game. If you can win the Pats game at home, you know, I think most of us are probably comfortable saying we're going to lose the Bills game. I just want to see like some sort of competitive fire with that Bills game. I mean, if we can go into the bye at 6-3, that would be absolutely massive.
That would literally be my dream. I predicted us at 5 wins from the start of the season, and they've already smashed it. So,
dude, I had
my one buddy's a Patriots fan, sadly. So he's been talking a lot of smack ever since Bailey Zappi got under center.
It is nice to have a little bit of smack talk, being able to go back and forth. Like the Jets have been so bad for so long, we haven't been able to talk shit. Now the Jets kind of have a team. I'm ready to talk shit, like real bad right now.
I love it.
It feels good. Like literally since I started this channel, I started it in 2018. I don't know what our win-loss record is, but I bet we might have like maybe 10 or 11 wins. I mean, now like counting this season, of course. Ugh. Brutal.
I also want to say I've been watching you probably since like 2019, and seeing this channel grow is insane. I love watching you. You're one of my favorite Jets YouTubers.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. It's been a lot of fun. If you go back and watch like my first video, I did the Kirk Cousins video, and it was super cringy. And as I started to get more comfortable on camera and like started figuring stuff out, it's been a lot of fun. It's a cool community that we've built on YouTube between all the YouTubers, the guys that are in the chat. Like it really is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, were you part of the Kirk Cousins crew?
Oh, dude, I wanted Kirk Cousins in the worst way. Think about this before I eject you. Kirk Cousins gets signed by the Jets. The Jets give a ton of money. Now all of a sudden, you're not giving up the 3 second-round picks, and you're not giving up your number 6 overall. You're probably thinking Buffalo is going to trade with the Colts because there was that arms race of Buffalo and the Jets trying to figure out who's moving up. The Bills moved up, I think, 3 times to get Josh Allen that draft. If the Jets get Kirk Cousins, now you're talking, okay, now number 6, if the Colts trade out at 3 and the Bills hop up there, the Jets probably get Quentin Nelson. So you got your guard then. Now you have 3 second-round picks. What happens? Are you going with a Darius Leonard? Are you going with a DK Metcalf the following year, which would not have been crazy to think about? Like the Jets really could have done a lot of magical things with that Kirk Cousins signing. Now, he's not very good in primetime, so I don't know if you're winning a Super Bowl, but you're probably winning more games than you are right now. Although, I like where we're at right here, and if we had signed Kirk Cousins, we would not be here right now. So everything happens for a reason. Brother, thank you so much for the call. You've been ejected from the cockpit. It's fun to think about that sort of stuff. I'm not liking this Patriots game right now. The momentum has shifted.
From
Christian, what's up, dude? Welcome to the cockpit.
Hey there, what's up?
Dude, I'm hanging in there. I'm feeling a little bit better than I was 2 hours ago. How are you feeling, dude?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Do me a favor. Turn down your audio on your end. I'm starting to get a little bit of feedback. Just talk to me on the phone.
Oh yeah, honestly, a few hours ago, I was so sad. How I found out about Breece Hall tearing his ACL.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I got it from my friend who is a Cowboys fan. Can you believe it?
I don't have as much hate for the Cowboys just because I know Giant fans really get fired up about it. And I don't really have hate for the Giants fans, but I'm not gonna lie, I do like when they get a little twisted.
Yeah, and he was laughing in my face about it. Like,
What an asshole!
What is it?
Screw that guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, oh my god. And also Vera Tucker, like, I was just like, it felt like a stab was going through my heart in that moment. But then, and he texted me about James Robinson, and like, dude, like, I have hope now. I have hope again.
It shifted, right? Like the roller coaster that the Jets have been on is better than El Toro at Six Flags.
Yeah.
It's important. It's good to have this. Dude, Joe Douglas knows what the hell he's doing. I feel like we have adults in the room. We have Joe Douglas. He knows how to acquire talent, whether it be the waiver wire and scooping up guys like Quincy Williams, John Franklin Myers, making trades. You know, I just love it. Everything this guy has done from his talent evaluation standpoint has been so clutch. I just want it to all click together so that way, like, we don't like accidentally say like, oh, screw this. We're gonna, like, we're going to pull the rug out from under him.
Yeah, honestly, believe it or not, I'm going to the Patriots game too.
Oh, yeah? Nice. Whereabouts you sitting?
I'm sitting in section 201. Where are you sitting?
Nice. I don't know where that necessarily is, but you're probably like on the opposite side of the stadium where I am. I think I'm going to be in F12 as far as like parking lot goes.
Don't worry, I'm gonna arrive like 2 hours before the game. And
there you go. Got a tailgate.
Be able to run through.
Hell yeah. I love it. Is this your first Jet game, or have you been to other Jet games?
I've been to 2013 Jets versus Patriots, where they won in overtime.
Oh, wow. Great game.
Yeah, and then last year where they lost 25-6, and Zach Wilson had a bad game.
Oh, that was... I was at that game. It was brutal. As soon as I got in, there was like the interception or the fumble that wasn't a fumble or wasn't an interception, got blown dead. Sucked the air right out of the stadium. Brother, thank you so much for the call. You've been ejected from the cockpit. Man, I don't know if the Patriots are good with Zappy or if the Bears are just bad. I mean, the Bears are 2-4. I don't think they're a very good team. But I don't like that Zappy's kind of figuring stuff out. I believe, according to Master at Work, Patriots YouTuber, Zappy is like the all-time leader in college passing, if that's correct. I don't know if that's Viking security. Don't lose faith, brother. Drink a cold White Claw. I got a tangerine White Claw right now. See, I could drink these and it's like drinking water. Been having some IPAs. Get banged up. Yo, what's good, dude? Welcome to the cockpit.
Hey, Ryan, how you doing, man?
Dude, I'm hanging in there. I'm feeling a lot better than I was just 2 hours ago. How are you feeling?
All right. Oh, man, it's been a roller coaster of a Monday.
Dude, you're telling me. Yesterday's game could not have been the epitome of a win that felt like a loss.
I'll tell you what, man. AVT, when he went down, man, that was a loss. I know,
dude.
Breece Hall, he's our running horse, man. I know that, but AVT, man, he's been holding our O-line.
Dude, if we could get 5 AVTs, like if we could find another lineman similar to AVT in this draft, use a first round pick on him, don't care. 100%. Like, that's the kind of players we need. This guy's such a leader too. Like, at least that part of him is still going to be available for us.
Oh, for sure, man. And I hope he's down there on the field with the guys. You know, he's a leader in the locker room, on the field. You know, he needs to be there.
Oh, yeah, 100%. How are you feeling about this Patriot game coming up now?
Oh, man, I'm excited. So I'm actually coming up there from Georgia to watch this game. First home game that I've seen in a very long time. So
I love it.
Looking forward to it.
That's great.
I got to get on the one thing, though, real quick.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it.
Sure.
Is our special teams, man.
Yo, how good have they been?
Outstanding this year. Dude,
yes.
Like, the stats that came across in the Dolphins game,
mm-hmm.
the 2 blocked, what was it, field goal and punt, I believe it was? Or was
it 2
punts?
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
we had our punt blocked.
Done in the NFL since then. Crazy.
the Jets special teams and Brant Boyer has survived 3 head coaching regimes. Like, they understand, this guy understands special teams. And like Zerline, I trust him kicking field goals. Man, he's had a few weird punts that were like 30 yards, but like by and large, like this dude's a really good punter.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, it like Legatron, or they're calling him now, man. Oh man, he like.
Dude, I died when I heard that. I was like, I never heard that before. I should have heard it at some point. Love it.
I'll take it too. And one other person I want to bring up, man, is a rookie that we haven't been hearing a whole lot from, but he's been just a monster on the field. Is Michael Clemens.
Dude,
That
an animal.
Is a monster.
Dude, this draft class, we haven't seen anything from Ruckert yet, but like Mitchell might be our starting right tackle of the future. Clemens, filthy on the defensive line. Insane motor. Sauce, top 10 corner in the league already. Garrett Wilson, gonna be special. Breece Hall, already special. If Ruckert can figure it out, and Jermaine Johnson, when he gets back, he's been doing like pretty decent too. I love this draft class from Joe Douglas. Well, thank you so much for the call.
You're out of here!
You've been ejected from the cockpit. I love it, boys and girls. We've got 30 minutes left. You get 3 minutes on the clock. After 3 minutes, you get the chicken. And you get bounced. That's right. Oh, I know who we got here.
From
Ali Loyal NY Jet fans.
to accept, press 1.
Ali, what's up, brother? Welcome back to the cockpit.
How are you doing, my man?
Dude, I'm doing good. I'm excited to see you on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Now I'm excited to go to the game now.
Right, we were talking earlier. We were like, dude, like I can't believe this happened. Like as soon as I got like the news of AVT, Ali's texting me. He's just like, dude, I'm just my one response like, dude. This feels so much better.
100%. I just can't believe it happened on the same day. That's crazy.
This is 100% Joe Douglas sending a message to the fan base, sending a message to the team. We're not giving up. This team is going for it. We're going for the jugular. I've been working the phones since yesterday, and he had this dialed up.
100%. And you're not getting like a scrub player. You're getting a player who's 24 and could ball out for you, like literally. So,
Absolutely. And the fact that he's a restricted free agent at the end of the year and you can tender him, like the flexibility there is absolutely astronomical.
No, yeah. I mean, this is a move like where you're just thinking about it and you're just like, okay, now let's go to the playoffs. Like that's the type of move that Joe Douglas just did because you're just like, all hope was lost. We lost ABT, Breece Hall, but we're like, okay, we need Zach Wilson to throw the ball now. That's how we're going to win football games now.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look that great. It's kind of iffy.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're just like more comfortable because we have another running back that can make some plays for us, get the ball moving. But I really do need him to start throwing the ball, though.
Dude, I'm right there with you.
Because, like, listen, if another running back goes down, we don't know if Zach Wilson can even throw the ball. You know, that's the question for it. Is can he even throw the ball? Can he move the chains? He just looked lost yesterday. I know it's the Denver Broncos, but like he was just running in circles. Like that's what he was doing. He just kept swirling. That's all
I want to feel more confident in Zach, and right now, like I just don't. Like I think he's got the talent to be the guy, but I feel like between the play calling, the 5 and 7 step drops, the like. You know, at least in the second half, you're talking no Corey Davis, no Elijah Moore, no AVT, no Breece Hall. Like, against the top defense in the league, I'm not expecting miracles. But I want to see more than 120 yards passing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just want to see more fight in his throws. I want him to be more accurate and just not be just his first instinct as just to run. You know,
yeah, it feels like he bails out and he runs like 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And then like you're holding your breath like, oh shit, is this drive over when he gets sacked?
Away. Live another down. Like learn these little things where you can live another down. Don't lose like 15 yards and make it like 3rd and 25 for yourself.
Dude, you
like,
know what drives me nuts?
Have a play in your mind.
Dude, Geno Smith used to do this. Geno Smith used to do this. He used to throw the ball he wouldn't throw the ball. he would run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage and like would have me pulling my hair out. I think Zach's done that at least 2 or 3 times now, and it drives me bonkers. The second you're out of the pocket and you see that yellow or that orange stake and you're like, oh, I'm not going to make it, fucking throw it. Don't lose yardage. Ali, brother, I love you. I'm going to see you on Sunday, but you have been ejected from the cockpit. Guys, that is Ali from Loyal NY Jet Fans. If you don't know who he is, you should totally sub him up. Big on the Instagram world, Loyal NY Jet Fans. The guy is where I get all my Jets content when I'm scrolling through Instagram. Who we got?
Jay.
Yo, what's good, brother? Welcome to the cockpit.
Yes, I made it, baby. Oh, yeah, Jets Nation for life, bro.
How you feeling, dude?
Oh, I am excited with this pig, man. I'm excited.
No, Bears just scored. Fuck the Patriots.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait till we go face the Patriots. But I'm gonna be honest, man. With Zach Wilson needs to get better. He needs to stop playing like a rookie.
Dude, it's concerning. I mean, this past game, I believe I have to count the games, but I think this was the completion of his first 17 games.
Yeah. But honestly, though, I mean, he's been throwing the ball inaccurate when we have open receivers.
Yeah, well, that's just it. I feel like he's getting antsy, and I feel like they need to shorten the field. If you got to do a little bit of bootleg action, let him get out to the side, make it a half field read where he has a shallow crosser, a deep crosser, or a deep post or a flag or something like that. At least like get him to like not have to scan the entire field. Just sort of make it easier for the guy.
Yeah, another thing is too, when he's scrambling out the pocket, I mean, as soon as he's going to get in trouble, let go of the ball. He's holding on to the ball too long.
Yeah, our offensive line definitely gets mad at him for it too. Like I think that's why McGovern was a little frustrated last year. It's like they're making them look. He's making them look worse by holding onto the ball too long and getting pressures and hits and things like that. That should not really be credited to those offensive linemen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but if we're gonna go face Buffalo in 2 weeks, we need to play better. And the running game, I mean, right now with this pick right now we got, is going to help a lot. It should open up the wide receivers. I mean, we got to let loose of Garrett Wilson, man, our rookie. He's hungry.
Dude, I want to see this passing game really go off. Like, for me, it's 300 yards against the Patriots. It's 2 or 3 touchdowns. Like, I want to just impose our will on the Pats.
Oh, my God. That would be so awesome, man. Especially we owe the Patriots. All those years.
Oh, dude. How many times have we been smacked around by the Pats? Like, it is our time to do the smacking.
Tell me about it, man. Jets Nation, man. Green Nation for life.
Hell
Let's
yeah,
go.
brother. Now, I want to hear from you. Score prediction? What do you think happens for the Patriots game?
The Patriots, well, since we got this pick, I'm not worrying about it no more. I think our defense is going to be sacking the hell out of him because they're going to play for Hall. They're going to play for ABT, man. They're going to play for them. They're going to play hard.
This team is such a team. Like the aside from Elijah Moore, this team is just all about the we, and I love it.
Exactly, and I think the score is going to be like, I would say 34 to like 27.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's what I'm hearing right now. I love it, brother. You've been ejected from the cockpit. Who we got? Oh, you hung up on me. Oh, well. Boys and girls, we got about 24 minutes left in the call-in show. I want you to hit that like button. We've only got 311 likes. There's 342 people in here. I know you guys can do that for me. Come on, make it happen. Smack that like button. For those of you that were not here earlier, let's go over some stats on Mr. James Robinson. In his rookie year, he had 1,414 yards and 10 touchdowns. 4.9 yards per touch. Last year, 989 all-purpose yards, 5.1 yards per touch. This year, 386 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4.3 yards per touch. So he's a receiving threat and he's a rushing threat. He's going to be a restricted free agent at the end of this year. The Jets are going to have the option to let him walk for a comp pick in 2024, or they can hit him with the restricted free agent tender. A first-round tender, which means if someone signs him away, you get a first-round pick, would cost us $6 million. Jets aren't going to do that. Second-round tender, I don't believe the Jets are going to do this. $4.3 million. Original round tender, $2.6 million. I could see that happening. I think that would be the correct play. He was an undrafted free agent, so I don't know if that just means you get a 7th round pick, but I do think that's where the Jets could possibly look to go.
From
Vinny, what's up, dude? Welcome to the cockpit. I'm going to get to a super chat real quick, and then we're going to get to your call, so give me just a second.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just looking at the Patriots fumble.
Oh, I just saw this. I love the fumble. This is nice. Let's make this happen again next week. Viking Security comes in and says, I will donate each and every game, win or lose, until 12-4 against the Vikings. So excited for that game. Go Jets, 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 Jets. Aloha from Hawaii to all the Jets fans here. There's got to be a strong contingent of Jet fans in Hawaii. There's got to be, right? It's only, a 7-hour time difference from our playing time? I don't know. I don't even know. Viking Security, let me know what that time difference is. Either way, it's really cool to have you here. Because, I mean, it's got to be what? This has got to be like 2 in the afternoon for you if you're in Hawaii? I don't even, what is the time difference? I'm going to pay attention. Let me know let me know what it is down there. But, brother, I appreciate all the support. Your boy is trying to do this all the time. So maybe you're keeping the lights on over here. One more second, Vinny. Give me just a sec. AbLab comes in and says, what section will you be in on Sunday? I think I'm going to be, it's either 121 or 123. For some reason, I have those two numbers stuck in my head. I know it's row 48. Whatever it is. Row 48 in one of those two sections. I think tailgate-wise, I'm going to be at F12. I believe that's where the tailgate's going to end up happening. And I see Viking Security says it's 3:38 p.m. So it's a 6-hour time difference. So I'm close. All right, Vinny. What's up, dude?
Feeling good, you know. I mean, everyone's a bit doom and gloom, but everyone's got to remember we have the master of the savvy trade, Joe Douglas, at the helm.
Oh, dude, thank God we have this guy as a GM.
Oh, definitely.
How are you feeling 2 hours ago to now?
I'm feeling good right now. You know, honestly, I was feeling good before anyway. I mean, this Patriots team is not a good team, and let me break you down the numbers why.
Oh, yeah. I want to hear it.
So over the last 3 seasons, the Patriots have finished 8-18 against teams that finished the year over 500. So, quote unquote, quality football teams.
Love it. Love it.
In those games, their defense is giving up 344 yards per game and 24.2 points per game. Do you know where that would rank this year?
Where would that rank?
In terms of yards per game, that would be dead last in the NFL.
Oh.
In terms of points per game, that's 21st in the NFL.
That a boy. Love it.
So, like I said, I mean, are you scared of that team? I mean,
look, I'm not going to lie. I'm not. I really am not. I'm concerned about the morale of this team and if they force Zach Wilson to have to throw. But now that we have James Robinson, I mean, I don't think he's playing this week. I would be a little surprised if he did, at least in any major capacity.
Yeah, no, I think they'll probably use him in. But like I said, but here's the thing. Like, I just gave you the numbers. Do you consider the New York Jets to be a quality football team right now?
I do. I think our defense is top notch. I think this is a top 10 unit across the board right now. You look at the last 4 games that we've played, like we've gone down in points. It's been incredible to single digits yesterday. The Jets defense is no joke.
Here's the other thing is the Jets have gone, 7 consecutive games forcing a turnover.
Dude, when's the last time that happened?
I don't know. Then what was it, 5 consecutive games with a sack?
It's got to be, right? Like, it's been nice. It's been a really good time watching this defense. The addition of Sauce Gardner and Carl Lawson and, a healthy, back end with Reed and Whitehead has been night and day.
When was the last time the Jets had a defense this complete?
I'm thinking 2010. 2009, 2010.
Here's the thing with 2000. They didn't have they had to blitz to get pressure.
That's right. We did not have the strong front four. Like our edge rushers, I think it was Calvin Pace and Jason Taylor, like the corpse of Jason Taylor at that point. Like he was like 35 years old.
Exactly. They didn't have a pass. Like I said, there's like literally even the linebackers and safeties we were concerned about. They're playing good.
Oh yeah, and you look at the safeties from 2010. We had gotten rid of Kerry Rhodes. I think it was it Eric Smith maybe was our safety, and I don't even remember who the other one was. But I feel like our safeties, LaMarcus Joyner, for as much shit as I've given him at the beginning part of this season, he has been critical to the Jets' success this year.
Think about all
Vinny, I love you, but you've been ejected from the cockpit. Sorry, Vinny. I love the stats though. This dude knows stats. Every time I'm looking at my my comment section, I'm going through. I tried to read everything. If I put a few videos out in a day, then I usually takes me a day or two to go through stuff. But for the most part, if you leave me a comment, I try to at least read it and acknowledge it. FM is trying to call in. FM, what are the last four of your phone number? I'll see if I can see it. I'll make sure I answer it. I know you're a little bit of a Debbie Downer at times. So I want to hear exactly what you have to say. I'll be honest, you haven't been wrong, though. There's been some interesting thought processes that you have that are not always bad.
From
Yo, what's good, dude? Welcome to the cockpit.
Yes, sir. What's up with it, man?
Dude, it feels so good to have some positive news today.
Yes, man. Positivity. But one thing I will say is I just want to speak on Zach Wilson. All right,
sure.
Listen, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news or any type of bad news, but I just think Zach has to play a lot better, man. The consistency has to be there. That's what makes a great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has to be consistent. And he has a lot of weapons, man. We have Elijah Moore. We have Garrett Wilson. We have Corey Davis. You know what I mean? We have Denzel Mims for that fact. We have the receivers, man. He's just been very inaccurate. He was inaccurate last year, man. What do you think, man?
Yeah, look, I'm concerned with where Zach is right now. Now, the last 2 weeks, I want to give it like a grain. It sucks. I want to give it a grain of salt, but I also I acknowledge that he missed 7 weeks. He missed all of training camp. He missed all of preseason. And then he comes out against the Steelers, and he has a pretty decent game. Then he comes out and he plays, who was after the Steelers? Miami. We got third-string quarterback. Didn't really have to do a whole lot. Nothing crazy. I like that game. The Packers game. Really good secondary. Breece Hall's running like wild. Didn't have to do a whole lot. I'm okay with that. I like that. Yesterday, bad weather. You lose Corey Davis. You don't have Elijah Moore. You don't have Breece Hall. You lose AVT. Like, when you're talking about all this stuff that's going on, I'm creating excuses for Zach, but 120 yards through 4 quarters of play, or let's call it 3 quarters of play, because he didn't really throw in the fourth quarter. It's concerning.
And my thing is, my fault, I don't mean to cut you off, man, but this is what I will say. Great quarter, like I said, we don't know exactly great quarterback. Let me just say that. We don't know. We're going to evaluate. My watchers show a lot. You tell us give him 3 years and then bring him some competition, maybe the lights of fire. But what I will say is this. Zach, this is what I will say. Great quarterback, they don't need everything. You know what I'm saying? They don't need everything. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, the jury is still out on Zach, but this is going to be these next stretch of games is going to be very important for Zach. I think he's going to come through. I really hope he comes through because I'm rooting for Zach. I'm rooting for my Jets, man. But he really has to come on with it, man, because we need him if we're going to go anywhere. We need a good quarterback.
Absolutely. I completely agree. And I think we should know what Zach is by the end of this season. And if we don't, I'm okay with bringing in competition. Jimmy G is going to be a free agent. He understands this offense. Yeah. I'm cool with bringing in Jimmy G and competing with Zach Wilson. Allow him to push. Yeah. Zach Wilson's the number 2 overall pick. He should beat out Jimmy G. If he can't, it's okay. Like, I'm fine with rolling with another quarterback, but I believe Zach has the talent to do it. I believe this team has the talent. I want to give Zach no excuses, and that's exactly what Joe Douglas is doing by bringing in James Robinson. He has given Zach Wilson no excuses. Boom! He knew it was coming. He's like, I don't know how much time I got left. Sorry, dude. Keeping you honest.
Phil.
Hey, what's good, brother? Welcome to the cockpit.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Long time, just yeah, Breece Hall, man, that killed my heart.
I know.
He was just amazingly. Since Curtis Martin, I haven't seen anything like it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm 50 years into it, so it's been a long time.
Oh yeah.
So my main thing is, I know this is probably out of left wing. Do you think this team should? Well, okay, they're not going to do that, but
No, let's hear it. Come on. Bring it.
Okay, all right. So basically, last year I thought they should tank, not tank, but you know what I mean, right?
Sure.
And guess what? Best draft I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay.
Incredible.
I was excited. I was jumping around. Perfect. Amazing. Right. I even loved the Breece Hall pick. I thought he was going to be amazing, which he was. And now I'm thinking, what do you think we could possibly do at this point that if we picked 14th, right, get another AVT, get another dynamic player like Wilson, receiver, and guess what? We could be like legit. What do you think?
So I think, regardless of where the Jets pick this year, I'm looking at an offensive lineman, I'm looking at a linebacker, and I'm looking at safety. Those are the three positions. I'm looking at and center. Those are the four positions I'm looking at, right? And when I say offensive line, I'm kind of scattershotting it. So center is going to be a need unless we bring back McGovern. But the quarterback is currently the weak link. So I think you do have to bring in some competition for Zach. And I think it has to be serious competition because you owe it to the rest of the team to do that.
Yeah, I did agree. I'm sorry to interrupt. I did agree with your last caller a bit that Zach, you know what is I noticed with him, he has all the skill set. He does overthrow. I think he could settle down as time goes on, but he definitely when he's scrambling, is it just no line, or is it just that? I mean, because he doesn't seem as quick as I thought he was. Maybe I'm thinking of Lamar Jackson, but
so I think Zach,
we have no line.
The big issue right now is the offensive line has been thrown together in all these different configurations. Right. And you lose, especially the second half of the game yesterday. You lose Corey Davis. You lose you don't have Elijah Moore. You don't have AVT. You don't have Breece Hall. So
I'm sorry, is he out, Corey Davis?
Corey Davis is week to week. I don't think he's going to play this week based on what I heard. Now, he was cleared to play yesterday, and he didn't go back in the game because he wasn't feeling great. But it sounds like he's kind of like, Yeah, I heard it was an MCL, maybe strain or something.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so I'm hoping he's able to play. I really do.
Do we have a Jets curse? What's the deal with this? I don't understand it. Can we have good toys?
Dude, I thought it was the turf at MetLife, and then we wind up getting hurt in fucking Mile High. I hate it. Brother, thank you so much for the call. You've been ejected from the cockpit. We've got 10 minutes left. Let's hear it, boys and girls.
Mitch.
Mitch, what's up, dude? Welcome to the cockpit.
Hey, Ryan. Man, what a day.
Right? Roller coaster.
Yeah, I was reeling today from the injuries. I hate losing our two best players, all pro caliber. But, man, I'm fired up about the James Robinson trade.
Dude, great move by Joe Douglas.
Doing his thing.
Dude, he's an exciting player. The only reason he's not starting right now is because they spent a first-round pick on Travis Etienne.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, so great. So great, Joey D. Man, this Sunday I wanna bloody the Patriots.
Dude, there's no part of me, or every ounce of me wants to run up the score. Like look, I just want the win. So if we have to win by 3 points, that's fine. But if there's a situation where the Jets are up by fucking 20 points, fucking throw a Hail Mary. Like lay it into them. Like I want to make it hurt.
Yeah, we gotta wipe the slate clean with them and show the Patriots and Belichick this is not the same as Jets. It's not gonna be easy sledding anymore.
That would be a statement win. Statement win if the Jets can get it.
I know. And this last week, Rippon was so comfortable back there. I hope Ulbrich and White Cotton are yelling at these guys, and we squish Zappy.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a little bit of hey, the Denver wide receivers are really good. We got to get pressure with our front four. I don't know where Denver's offensive line ranks, but it didn't feel comfortable enough for me to say, hey, our defensive line was getting pressure. Like they really didn't. Like Zach, like he was pretty much able to do whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the offense side, like I'm definitely concerned about Zach, but we got to help him out with the play calling. I'm seeing too much 5-step drops, rollouts to the left, not the right. I feel like one of the biggest strengths of this offense right now are like the yak machines that we have. I mean, we got MC, we got Garrett, Elijah, Berrios, and now Robinson, and these guys can run. Like, let's get them the ball in space like quickly and make
100% agree. I want to see some 3-step drops. Like I don't want to see these like long developing plays. I don't need 20 yards down the field. Like let's keep it close. Like these guys are good enough to make guys miss in space.
Absolutely. Hey Ryan, love your show, love what you do, and go Jets, man.
Brother, thank you so much. I appreciate the call, and you've been ejected from the cockpit. Boys and girls, we got 8 minutes left in the show. I want to hear from you. You got 3 minutes on the clock. After 3 minutes, you get ejected from the cockpit.
From
Ablab.
Ablab, what's up, dude? How you doing tonight?
Man, what a couple of days, huh?
It's been a weird rush since like Thursday. It's like, oh, Elijah Moore demands a trade. Oh, friggin', Breece Hall and AVT get hurt. Corey Davis is hurt. Oh, now we trade for James Robinson. Blown away.
I mean, bro, it just don't come easy, huh?
It's amazing.
We're 5-2. After all the dust settles, we're 5-2. We got a young running back, JD for president. What a move in the 11th hour. I mean,
Dude.
Hopefully we could get him into practice and get him suited up and ready for the massacre that we're about to put on these damn Patriots, man.
I would love nothing more than to just run up the score on
I'm
that.
not shook, New York. I'm not shook, Jets Nation at all. Now, Elijah is, reactivated, right? So what do you think about that?
So I want Elijah Moore to want to be here. And if he doesn't want to be here, I want him to show out so that way we can trade him. And he should want to show out so that way he provides value to this team and so he does get his wish and does get traded. Because he's not going to get paid if he's being a grumpy little like curmudgeon or whatever. If he's going to be a bitch and doesn't want to be a team player, sit his ass on the bench, let him rot for fucking 2 years. Like I don't need him on this team, but I would like him to be a part of what we need to win. And I think he can be. I was so excited for him.
If he wants money so bad, then freaking show out, man. And if you get to the playoffs, guess what? You get more money. Your portfolio looks better if you want to get traded. Then play.
100%.
Stop being a punk. Get in a great situation.
He's being a baby back bitch. I want him to like fucking grow a pair and ball out.
Come on, man. And now Zach. We need LaFleur to, like you said, the 3-step drops, man. I don't want to see him in that shotgun all the time. I want to see them run that ball and get him under center, get 3-step drops, hand that ball off, and let's get this ball out of his hand quick, man. And I don't know what they're scheming for him, but we got to get it out his hand quick.
Yeah, make it easy for him. There's no reason to have this dude doing 5 and 7-step drops, scanning the entire field against top defenses. Like, the guy's still young. He just completed 17 games. This is essentially just going into his second year.
He's on the clock.
Absolutely.
He's on the clock.
He has
to come out, and we got to put him in the right situations to do this, man. I need 4 quarters of that fourth quarter in Pittsburgh.
100%.
That was a great fourth quarter. We need 4 quarters of that. I'm going to see you Sunday. I'm coming to your section to haunt you.
Brother, I love it. I think I'm going to be in F12 in the parking lot. If not, check my community page. I'll have it up there for exactly where I'm going to be at come game day. Brother, thank you so much for the call. You've been ejected from the cockpit. All right, so I just drank like 3 beers, and I had like some drinks prior to coming on. I've got 4 minutes before I got to go to the bathroom. I got one more call in me. Oh, man. Breathe, Ryan. Breathe. I'm going to need a bottle to pee into. Let's make it happen, boys and girls. What we got?
From
Gorman.
Charles Gorman, what's up, dude? Welcome to the cockpit.
Hey, Ron, I just want to let you know the guy that's been coming. Well, just let you know I'm doing okay. I lost access to my old account, so I have a new one. But don't worry, I'll still be around your channel.
Good stuff. I like it.
Hey, look, my dad, while I was playing Gotham Knights on my PC, he showed me that the Jets traded for James Robinson. Dude, that's a fucking great trade. Joe Douglas for president.
Great trade. Joe Douglas for president. We need to have like a Douglas Saleh like 2022 or whatever, some kind of like patriotic shirt. Maybe I'll make that. That'll be the next shirt. Maybe we'll give away that shirt on tomorrow's stream.
That'll be good, man. That'll be good. So how's your family doing?
Dude, family's doing good. Shay was having a good old day today. Becky and I went down trying to figure out our, we had a lease of our Mazda. It's up at the end of November, so we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. Luckily, we got it before the whole COVID spike, so like the car is worth like $6,000 more than like the actual like buyout price. So we're trying to figure out what we're doing. I think we're just going to end up buying the car. But that's basically how I spent my day today. I got some Chick-fil-A earlier today. Super happy. I'm having myself a good old day.
Chick-fil-A is good.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I love it. If there's one fast food place that I could have every single day, it's 100% Chick-fil-A.
That's interesting. Anyway, I saw Black Adam this past Thursday.
So did I. I was there in Dolby. I love it.
But you know he's a cheat code character, right? You know, I know you have issues with cheat code characters.
Oh, dude, I hate Superman. Black Adam's basically the same dude, but like I enjoyed it because I didn't know who he was prior to going into this movie. My buddy was like, "Yo, you want to see this movie?" And I was like, "Sounds fun."
Well, Superman does show up in the movie. I'm so glad Henry Cavill came back because I really like him as Superman.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you probably shouldn't spoil movies on the stream for people that haven't seen
the movie.
I saw the movie, but there's 324 people that may not have saw the movie.
Oh, it's been leaked. It's been leaked on YouTube. It's been leaked. It's been spoiled by.
Boom! You've been ejected.
You're out of here.
Not about these spoilers, brother. I appreciate it. All right, I got a minute left. I'm sweating bullets right now. I'm trying not to piss my pants. All right, boys and girls, I'm looking at this vote. We have over 1,500 votes. Do you like the James Robinson trade? 95% of you said yes. 4% said no because 4% of you are fucking Jaguars fans. But boys and girls, it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you tonight. I'm looking forward to our Talking Jets panel tomorrow. I can't wait to hear what Green Bean and O'Leary have to say. Boys and girls, this is Jets Talk, signing off. Jets.